Emotions are in the heart. What does that mean on a practical level as we're helping children to self-regulate their emotions? That's what I want to talk about today. I'm Dr. Scott Taransky. I wrote the book, Equipping Your Child to Self-Regulate Emotions, and you can find it at biblicalparenting.org. Now, the heart is this workshop where we process life. And one of the things inside of the heart is emotions. That's why we can't use behavior modification, reward and punishment to try to bring about change in emotional challenges. It just doesn't work. But another thing that's inside the heart is beliefs. So children have these beliefs, and some of them are rather strange beliefs that they have about life. And so when we're trying to help children change their emotions, sometimes we have to deal with the underlying beliefs. Let me give you an example. Some children believe that if their brother's annoying, they have the right to punch him. In other words, they're justified at getting revenge for a child who's doing the wrong thing. That's a mistake. That's what gets children into trouble, and it riles up their emotions. Another child might believe that my parent doesn't have the right to tell me to get off the video game until I get to the next level. And so that belief becomes a problem in a child's heart. Now, how do you find these beliefs? Well, I would suggest one of the greatest ways you find the beliefs is to follow the emotion. We've all watched crime shows where they are trying to be the detectives and figure out who did the crime, and they say, follow the money. Well, I would suggest that if we follow the emotions into the heart, we're going to find some things that are off kilter. Sometimes it's just the child has no tools for dealing with emotional management. In that case, we equip them with tools. But many times it has to do with a desire that has gotten out of control, and that desire needs to be lessened so the child can have emotional management better, or flexibility with emotions. And sometimes it has to do with a belief that a child has. So follow the emotions into the heart, try to figure out what's going on, and then you can target that specifically. Sometimes it means practice sessions in that particular area of that child's life. Sometimes it means sitting and talking to them. But children often learn through activity, not by sitting down with them. Sometimes when I say parents are the best counselors for their children, parents say, my kids don't listen to me. And it's not so much about talking to your kids more, although that's a really good idea. It's also about planning these activities and using in-life situations to help children experience their emotions and have a different way of responding to them. So follow the emotions into the heart, find those misbeliefs, and wow, you can find out some great stuff, not only about children, but also about your own anger or anxiety that you feel in your own life.